family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, and if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the California, loosely, David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. It's a running one. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooner. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score that opening series.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at it. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sweeney. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it's great. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-prison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Harrell. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
42 Spider. Motion from the wideout. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Get set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way, but this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge, but the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bray. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And Right, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's open on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Punts it out of the air. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Wants to go up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They just keep firing. Wideout trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260. try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Got him in the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Using his feet to buy time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And it's right down the boulevard. Time to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 18 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Russell. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Runs through the tackle. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Fires one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the catch. It's great. Powers through the defender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Uncorks it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Motion from the back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
On the set.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Throwing on the run. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start...
And no chance at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying, breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on first down from the 30. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Loses 8. Second down coming up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Hauls it in. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Catch in the middle. It's Harrell. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to get the corner. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Throws to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Russell. He's got the back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat, and he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Creates a little room.
Returner is tackled down at the 37, and your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They want to throw it. Rushes on him. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you have got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterbacks.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this offense, man, here in the second half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
Is in the air. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Russell. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He wants to throw it again. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return. What a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to do it himself?
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Bell.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough for the first. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'll leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch on the right side. Off and running. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Flushed out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Looking for space. It's Bray. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. He's got it for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6. Offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little... He's going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Under fire. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Flushed out of the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open...
Looking for a deep man. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're